So boys, we're going to continue our study of capacity using a page from our shadow book. Okay, so what we need to do in the first one is match the containers with the stated capacities down here. Okay, so which ones do you estimate, which capacities do you estimate these containers match up with? Now, if you haven't printed them out and you're just writing it into your copybook, write the name of the item, watering can, and put an equal sign to and write down the capacity you think that the watering can has. Okay? So number 2, find 4 items in your home that can hold the following capacities. Now, try your best to find them around the home, but if you can't find them, just estimate. Okay? Okay, so fill the missing measures. So we're looking for equivalent measures. So here we have 1,000 milliliters. How many liters is that? Here we have a half a liter. How many milliliters is that? And so on and so forth. Okay, so number 4, list these measures in order of size, starting with the largest. So let's look at A together. So 500 milliliters, 5 liters, quarter of a liter, 5 milliliters, and 50 milliliters. Now, I think just to think about them all in the same measurement, so we're not talking about apples and oranges, so we're all talking about the same thing. Let's just call them out in milliliters. So 500 milliliters, 5,000 milliliters, 250 milliliters, 5 milliliters, and 50 milliliters. Okay, so which of these is the largest? Indeed, it's 5 liters. So the next largest would be 500 milliliters. Then we'll have a quarter of a liter. Then we'll have 50 milliliters, and finally 5 milliliters. So continue that on with B and C. Now just down here for our final question 5, color in the measures on these jugs and answer the questions. So you see in our book during the week we had something similar to this where you could see that it was a 3D shape and it was rounded. Now if you don't get it rounded, it's not too important that it's a perfect picture, but what is important is that here where you have the measure, okay, you have your scale going up, that the measurement is accurate, okay, so that you've colored up to the point that it states down below here. So here we have 900 milliliters, so it's important that you have up to the 900 milliliter mark colored here. So don't be worried about getting the right curve on it, just make sure that you have it up to the 900 milliliter mark. Okay, and then there's a few more questions. So how much more? So we're looking for the difference between. What is the capacity altogether, or together means we're going to be using addition. Excuse me. If 700 milliliters was poured out of jug D, how much will be left? We're just looking at straight subtraction. How many milliliters need to be added to jug D to make it a liter? So here we're looking for the difference between a liter and jug D. The difference between subtraction. Okay, best of luck with them now, boys.